Hey guys, it's Ava. Today's video is super duper fun. If you've been watching my last couple of vlogs, you know I've really been channeling my inner reading side. I've really been embracing the reading side. Okay. What am I trying to say? I have really loved talking about reading lately. I love to bookshop, I love to read, I love to talk about the books that I have been reading. And I've never made a video like this before, but I did want to take you guys through all the books I read in September and what I'm like got my eye on for October. Obviously reading in the fall is so fun, it's cozy. You can read all the cute little fall books. And so I just want to take you guys through what that has looked for me this last month. I haven't really read any necessarily like fall books, I would say, but I feel like the vibes are just right, you know? I had a pretty good reading month for September. I read 5 books. I'm like at the end of 1 book right now, but I'm gonna count that for September because it's only October 2nd. So we're just gonna count it. But I have read banger after banger this month, exception of like 1 book. So I just started reading back in April, so 5 books in 1 month is pretty good for me. And some of these books I finished in a day or 2, which was kind of crazy. And then I kind of get in this slump, and then it takes me a minute to pick up another one, you know what I mean? But overall, I feel like it was a really good month. So I'm just gonna take you guys through it. I think the first book that I finished this month was this one. It's Princess Ever After by Rachel Hawke. This is actually part of a series. It's the Royal Wedding series. I'm pretty sure the other one is Once Upon a Prince and How to Catch a Prince. And I have not read either of those. I've heard really good things about Once Upon a Prince. This is Princess Ever After, like I said. And it basically follows this girl. She's like a hometown. She quits her business job to work at a car mechanic, and she meets this guy, and he basically tells her she's a princess, and she's got like this really long family tree of royalty, and she had no idea. And her great grandma was the princess, and her mom was next in line, but her mom passed away, so that makes her the next in line, and she's basically in charge of saving this entire kingdom. She gets thrown into this whole new world, and it was interesting to read about, but this one definitely took me longer to finish. It probably took me a week to finish this book, just because it didn't like keep me super interested, I guess. Maybe it just wasn't my preferred style, but she is like more of a Christian author, and this is definitely faith. I wouldn't say faith inspired, but it's like intertwined throughout the book, and I really enjoyed that. I've been trying to get into that more because I don't read spice or anything like that. It has been fun to explore that side of reading, and I really did like this book. I don't know that I'd read the other series though, so I would probably give this one like a 3 out of 5, which is not bad, but it's not my favorite. Okay, guys, this book disappointed me so heavily. Is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. Oh my goodness. So I love Better Than the Movies, and I loved Nothing Like the Movies, and I had such high expectations because I've only heard good things about this book. Like, I've literally not heard anything bad about it, but there was a couple things in it for me that I didn't like. I thought Charlie, he's the main boy character. We follow Charlie and Bailey, and at first they're like enemies and they fake date and then they're in love, obviously, you know. But Charlie was just kind of annoying to me. I thought he seemed kind of mean. I mean, I kind of get his character, I guess. Like, he's mean because he's just mad at the world. I'm not one to hate on a book, and I'm not hating, but I just didn't really like it. The language of this book is not good at all. They're cussing like every other line, which is not something that necessarily bothers me, but it's just like excessive. Like, I thought it was very excessive. I was like so upset. But the way I read this book, I read it for like a week probably, but the first couple days were spent getting to like page 100, like it was really a drag. And then for some reason, I just logged in and read the other like 200 pages in 1 day. Like, I literally finished 400 pages. So I read 300 pages in 1 day and just read the whole thing. And it wasn't like I was bored. I was just like, like it was okay, you know? I'd give it like a 2.7 out of 10, which is weird because I read so much of it in 1 day. You think I'd really like it, but I don't know. I was just kind of ready to be done with it. So I just read it all really fast, which, I mean, could be the reason I didn't. No, it wasn't the reason I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the language for the most part, but he just wasn't that great either. I didn't think, okay, I'm gonna quit hating because some people really love this book, and no shade. Okay, now for the best week and a half of my life I've like experienced is when I started reading The Hunger Games. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am a diehard Hunger Games fan. I haven't read this since middle school. I watch the movies all the time. Like, anytime I can watch them, I watch them. Like, I'm not talking like kind of fan. I'm not talking I like the movies. Like, it's all I can think about right now. Like, every time I watch the movies, it's all I can think about. And then reading the books are better than the movies. I don't normally say that, but like, so good, y'all. I finished this book in 2 days. I was in love with it. This one gets unnecessary hate. Why are people talking about the first one's not that good? It is perfect. All of them are perfect. No notes on any of them. Okay, and then I got this one. They're all like different. These books are really old. This is my friend's, and this one I've had like for years. And I remember reading this back in like sophomore year because I was like, why don't I read the books if I like the movie so much? But I just didn't finish it for some reason. I read all of it in like 1 day, and it was impeccable, like perfect. It's not even like I love it for Katniss and Peeta, but Katniss is just like one of the best written characters that ever was created and written ever. The writing is so well done. Like, if I could recommend one book to you out of all of them, well, actually I'm gonna recommend the whole series because I don't think I could pick one. And I'm currently reading The Mockingjay. Oh, guys, like, I feel like stressed when I read it. The way that Katniss is like described in the book, the way she's like, oh, she's like almost like I just can't. They're trying to figure themselves out and Gale is so annoying. Oh my gosh. It's like Katniss and Peter are both about to die and Gale's like,
yeah, but you kissed Peter, so I'm mad at you.
Like, please shut up. And I don't even have the book with me right now because I just left it somewhere and now I have to go get it. I'm really annoyed about that because I only have like 50 pages left and I totally could be finishing it like right now, but it's been impeccable. Actually, it gives me like a little sense of dread every time I start reading it, but I can't put it down because like, I'm just so stressed out for them, you know? And maybe that's not healthy to be that emotionally involved with a book or a movie or whatever, or characters, but like, I literally love it so much. It's so good. And these have been my favorite books I've ever read by far, which is the end of my September recap. So we've got Princess Ever After, Betting on You, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay, who is with us in spirit, but not here right now because I don't have the book. Which leads me to my October TBR, and we're starting off strong with the last 2 Hunger Games books. This one eventually I'm gonna buy all of them that look like this because these are so gorgeous. I found this with TJ Maxx for like 10 bucks, so I just went ahead and gotten it. But I've heard this book isn't as like intriguing as the other ones, and I'm a little nervous to read it because I watched the movie and I wasn't like obsessed, but I liked it. It just wasn't the Hunger Games level of obsessed I was kind of hoping for, which is fine. Like, it was a great movie, and yeah, I am excited to read it. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things, I've heard a lot of mixed opinions. So, and then for the star of the show, I don't know if it's gonna be that good. I have really high hopes because I've only ever heard great things about this book. I've heard it's perfect. I heard it's gonna make me cry. And I've kind of seen some things about it on TikTok and I'm so excited for the movie to come out, y'all. I'm so excited. Joseph Zeta is playing Haymitch and I watched We Were Liars. I loved that show, loved his acting, and I have really high hopes for him as Haymitch. This is Haymitch's Games, if you didn't know. If you have no idea what Hunger Games is, you're probably just like, what is she talking about? But I'm doing you a favor and telling you to read them, so you should probably really read them because they're just amazing. And then another series on my TBR that I want to get to really soon, but I don't know if I want to hop straight from series to another series. Like, I might want to switch something up. I recently got the Inheritance games. I ordered these off of Depop, so I have the whole thing and I paid like 20 bucks for them all. So I'm so excited to read this. I've heard really good things about this one as well. I've heard these are some clean, no spice. We got mystery, we got romance, the whole package. So I'm really excited to read these. I've heard really good things about them. The Inheritance games basically follows this girl. I think her name's Avery. Avery, yes, Avery Grahams. And she inherits like a ton of money and has no idea how she's inheriting it or what her connection is to this family. So the whole book is her trying to like unravel her life story and like all the mysteries behind it. But I'm pretty sure there's like boys and she falls in love with them. Grayson, grandsons. Oh, they're the 4 Hawthorne grandsons. 4 of them is kind of crazy. But does she just like one of them? Or does she like all 4 of them? I don't know. I have to keep you guys updated because this is very intriguing to me. It says secret passages, elaborate riddles, billions at stake. I wish I had $billions at stake. And I kind of feel like a little mystery moment is good for October, which is kind of why I was hoping to read them then. And then the Hunger Games give me such fall vibes as well. So it kind of just worked out that way that it was a great time to read them and I was really excited. If y'all don't do any book shopping on Depop, you should probably check it out because I got a pretty good deal on these, not gonna lie. And then I've got a couple of fall books I want to read. I also want to read some Frida McFadden this month and get some like mystery thriller vibes. I read The Housemaid kind of recently and they're making a movie. Y'all, I'm so excited. Everybody's like mad that Sydney Sweeney's in it, but I don't really care. Like, I'm just so excited to watch the movie. I will be sitting front row in the theater because that was such a good book. That was another one that I read like super fast because I was just like super hooked on it the whole time. I do have some cheesy little fall romance books. I have this one. It's called There's Pumpkin About You, and I think I have another one. Oh yeah, we have Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. These will probably be saved for November. I don't know, I just feel like I gotta have the right vibes and that seems like the right vibe. But I might read one of these if I end up getting everything off of my list, which would be a really long list at this point. So the priorities are my Hunger Games books, of course, because I'm so excited about them. But this one says, given the chance to plan her bestie's 30th birthday bash, Rin Southwick is determined to create an experience so big and so bold that the name of her party planning business spreads beyond the confines of her own small town. The key to her plan, the Finch family's gold leaf pumpkin farm. Oh, she has to get the gorgeous grouch, Austin Finch, on board. I'm guessing that's Mr. Austin right there. And then let's see. This one says, Lucy Kane hates pumpkin spice lattes. Me too, girl. I don't like them either. Which is a problem because A, Lucy lives in the quaint New England town of Briar Glen, where everyone loves all things autumn. And B, she's a barista at her mom's coffee shop. Why is this a problem? Java Junction, a multinational coffee chain, opened the store literally across the street. It turns out to be Jack Harper, the new kid in school, and Lucy's secret crush. So we got the battle of the coffee shop, and we've got a crush on the boy, which is great. Overall, it was a very nice month full of books and very good variety, I feel as if. So I'm really excited to continue reading. I'm so excited to finish Mockingjay, guys. I really gotta go get my book from where I left it so I can finish it because I'm so close to the end. If you guys like book content or like knowing what I'm reading or getting book recommendations, please let me know because I could talk about it probably all day. And yeah, I love to talk about it and I love to give you my book recommendations. I do a lot of work trying to find books that aren't spicy and that are clean and like to the standard I like to read. So if you guys are interested in that as well, I would love to share some of that with you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time.